Hello everyone, my name is Ninho Gerald Sihotang. I'm from 11 Science A from Timur. And today I'm very grateful for the experience to partake in great talks, and I hope this experience is beneficial for both me and you guys. Now I'm going to start my great talk with a pretty controversial statement. I'm going to say that humans are essentially a very lazy being, especially high school students. Now how do I know this? I know this because me myself is a high school student. I sometimes procrastinate, I push back deadlines, and I focus on things that are not essential for me. Now, whenever I'm in a slump like that, in a creative and a motivational slump, I can always rely on one thing to get me out of it, and that is a goal. To me, a goal is like a beacon of light that helps me shine and guides me out of the fog of life and the clutter of laziness and hard work. Now, goals have been a lot of help for me, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be a lot of help for you too. So today, I'm going to explain about the importance of setting goals and how we can achieve them. Now, goals take many shapes and forms. They can be large, small, academic, personal, and the list goes on. However, all goals have one thing in common. They help us focus our effort and give us a sense of accomplishment and achievement whenever we achieve them. However, it is important to keep in mind that the goals that we set are achievable and realistic, and also aligned with our interests and values. If we set a goal that is too unrealistic and lofty, we may become demotivated and, let's say, sad whenever we fail to reach them, even though we could say that it was impossible to reach that goal in the first place. Also, if we set a goal that is not aligned to our interests and values, we may lose the motivation to work for it, and in the end, revert back to a state of laziness. Now, without a challenging and achievable goal, a person may feel lost and unsure in life, aimless. He doesn't know what to do with his life. He has no motivation. So that's why it's important to set an achievable and realistic goal. Now, how can we do that? Now, the first important step to setting a goal that is achievable for us is to examine ourselves. Take a look inside. What are our strengths? What are our weaknesses? What are things that we enjoy doing? What are things that we need to improve? Now, once we have combined all those factors, we can help set an achievable and yet challenging goal for us. For example, if someone enjoys writing and creating short stories, his goal or her goal may be to create a writing blog. Another example could be if someone has trouble in math class, their goal could be to increase their grades in math class. Now, once we have determined what goal we want to set, it's important for us to continue the next step, which is to create a plan of action. Now, a plan of action is basically an outline or a roadmap that we can use to achieve said goal. Now, it could be take form in the actions that we need to take, timelines that we need to keep in order to make sure that we are on schedule in achieving our goals, and milestones that we can use to track our achievements. Now, for example, in the case of the math thing, a plan of action that may be beneficial for a person is to increase our study time or take extra lessons with a math tutor. Now, another thing that we can use to achieve our goals is to break down a large goal into manageable parts. Now, to explain this, I'm going to use an analogy. For instance, we have a hiker and he wants to climb a mountain. He doesn't immediately start from the base of the mountain and hike up to the top. No, what he usually does is he starts from the bottom and he goes up a few kilometers and he stops there and he rests and he recharges for the night. And once his energy is reset and regained, he will continue his journey up for another few kilometers and stop and recharge and reset his energy. And he's going to continue doing this over and over again until he reaches the top of the mountain. Now we can use that analogy and transfer it to goals. If we have a large goal, and we immediately try to reach that from the beginning, it's most guaranteed that we're gonna find ourselves demotivated and burned out. And in the end, we're not gonna even reach that goal at all. However, if we take that large goal and break it down to small manageable pieces, and then we can be more motivated. Why? So for instance, we have a large goal and we break it down to milestones. Now, let's say we start from the beginning and we reach a certain milestone. when we reach that milestone, it's definitely going to give us a sense of accomplishment and motivation. It's going to give us energy. And we can transfer that energy and that motivation into propelling us to reach the next milestone. And we can continue and repeat this process over and over again until we finally reach the end of the mountain, the top of the mountain, in which this case, we finally reach our goal. Now, another thing we need to keep in mind while trying to achieve our goal is to seek support from the people around us. We can seek advice and guidance from our teachers, our parents, our guidance counselors. We can also seek support from the people around us, from our peers, from our friends, that may offer some motivation, some advice, and some form of companionship that will help us propel us until we finally reach our goal. It is important that during our process in achieving our goals, we surround ourselves with supportive and helpful people which help us stay on track and keep in mind and stay focused into achieving our final goal. Now, when we are going through the process of achieving a goal, it is most guaranteed that we will face some sort of setback, some hardships, and some distractions that may cause us to lose our focus and may cause us to lose our motivation. Now, it is important that in these times of hardships, we increase and we maintain a high level of hard work, perseverance, and resilience. Now, how can we do that? Like I said, we can do this by seeking support from our friends, our parents, our teachers, and the people around us. We must keep in mind that these hardships are only temporary, but the accomplishment and the sense of achievement that we get from achieving our goals are permanent. So in conclusion, it is essential for our high school students to have some sort of goals. Goals help us focus. It gives us a meaning to what we want to do in life. We need to set an achievable and challenging goal for us. We can do that by examining ourselves and also creating a plan of action that will help us finally achieve our goals. During our process of achieving said goals, there are two aspects that are important to us. First, we need to make sure that we receive support from the people around us. Second, we must also make sure that we are motivated, have high resilience and perseverance, and is always hardworking no matter what challenges that we may face. Now, if we combine all those factors into one, and I can guarantee that you can achieve whatever goal that you want. That is all for today. Thank you very much, and I hope whatever I say is beneficial for you. Thank you.